Today we're going to take a look at the Aromamizer RDTA by Steam Crave. Get your little manual, Steam Crave sticker. It's a airflow adjustment band. Extra O-rings, seals, and Allen head set screws, or grub screws some people call them, to hold your coils in. A piece of Pyrex glass in case you break one. And of course your tank. This is your airflow adjustment, which is basically a band. It's a 4-hole one, and the other one's a 2-hole one. It's an anti-spit back drip tip, standard 510 connector. This also comes apart here. It comes apart real good for cleaning. I have a build in there, twisted 3/16L stainless. That's basically it. It's a 2-post velocity style deck. It's easy to build on. And your airflow comes straight through here, right into the inside. You look there, you can see the mod right through it. So it's straight through airflow design. And your coils are in here. You can actually see the coil down in there. Hopefully that shows up on the video. It's a little bit better there, you can see it good. So your air basically goes straight across your coils. Uh, 3 mil capacity for the 200. It's the SC200S is a 3 mil capacity. The regular SC200 is a 6 mil capacity. This one is the 6 mil capacity one. Of course, I already said it's a velocity style 2-post deck, 4 holes. Makes it real easy to build on. You got 2mm post holes, standard 510 drip tip hole. So it'll take any of your 510 drip tips. I think the biggest complaints I have about this thing are the air adjustment ring. I don't know why they used rubber. Yeah, it works, and it works fine, but I think it's kind of dumb, really. But maybe some people like that. Another problem with this, if it's not wicked right, it will leak. Definitely leak if not wicked right. The best way I found to do it was to do the straight up design, just like this. Just like a regular atomizer would be. And then tuck your wicks down around across the bottom. I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. It does have great flavor. It's one of the best flavor ones that I've found so far that comes in a tank. Let me show you how to put this back together real quick. Another thing, you can work on the deck while there's juice in the tank. It's another great thing. Has plenty of airflow. It's real good clouds. So it's basically, it's almost like you're puffing on a regular dripper. It's not quite as good, but it's not super far off. I'm not a big fan of this anti-spit back either. It doesn't really get a lot of spit back as long as you build it right. I mean, if you get spit back, just build it differently. But anything that blocks the chimney kind of cuts back on your flavor. So it does mute the flavor a little. Not a lot, but a little. So I don't think they should have put this nub up here. That right there makes it taller too, which the taller it is, the more it cuts back. I'm going to actually machine this off because I have a machine shop downstairs. So, and I might actually, you guys let me know in the comments if you want to see it. I will show you a video of machining this off if you guys want to see it. I use cotton bacon. I like it. It gets a little bit of taste for the first couple hits, and then it's gone. If you get cotton bacon, do not get version 1 of the cotton bacon. Make sure you get version 2. Comes in a pile just like that. I'm going to actually do a review on this sometime with a couple different cottons that you guys might like. Might actually have a smidge too much cotton there. No, it's not that bad. And I cut them off even with the top of the posts. And just kind of fluff it out there. I take this down here, split it in two. Try to keep it as fluffy as you can. This side here, the deck actually has a hole underneath it. So I tuck this down underneath that post right there. Then this side here does not. So this one here I tuck down so this one stays below the coil, because this one you're pulling over so it doesn't stay under the coil. And just tuck this one right down in here. Try to keep yourself a hole back in here so you got a place for the air to move around the coil. Keep in mind, this is one of them decks, if you do not wick it right, it will leak. First couple of times I wicked it, I had pretty bad leaking. And then I played with it a little bit and found that this was the best way to do it. Excuse me, by the way, I'm still getting over being sick. I've been sick for like 2 months. I'll leave this stick out yay far. remember, split this in two. Try not to pack it. You don't want to pack your cotton. Nice and loose down in there. It'll take you a few times till you get exactly the right amount. You'll learn quick though. If you've done any building before, it should be real easy for you. Like I said, the biggest thing you don't want to do is pack it too tight. Leave these right around the top of the deck, maybe just a little over. And make sure that cotton's touching the bottom so it doesn't leak on you. Looks good there. And we'll throw some of this stuff in there. Swedish fish, made it myself. I like to wet the bottom. As Grim Green would say, paint it on. This back on there. I use that sometimes I don't. To fill this, all these holes right here is your fill holes. Now this bottle is nice, you can just stuff it right in one of them little holes, but you don't have to. You can just squeeze it right in here. It'll feed right down through. I like to keep it tilted just a hair, makes the air come out a little better up there. Never counted the amount of puffs I get off of it. So I'm not sure. And don't go as fast as, say, the TFV4. That thing goes through juice like a crazy man. That's plenty. We're actually getting a little soaked in there. Let me just turn it upside down. You can see the bubbles coming up through here. It wicks very, very well. I've never once had a dry hit. And I've used this thing for about a month and a half, I think. This thing's had a lot of hype. Everybody's saying it was great. So I wanted to spend a lot of time with this thing before I did a review on it. I don't like telling people things are good if they're not. So I try to be careful on at least spending, a week or two with them, unless I'm just doing an unboxing. I try to spend at least a week with them, even with the unboxing, but some things I'll do a little quicker. Here you can see the logo on it. And down here at the bottom, it says Aromamizer RDTA. Like I said, 26 gauge twisted 316L, 50 watts. This is 6 milligram, so it's pretty strong. Especially in this. Now we'll get one more hit here. I'm usually doing 3 or 2 milligram, so that's pretty strong. Alright guys, hopes this helps you out. I'd give it a thumbs up. Works good. Like I said, other than that vape band on there, and I really wish it was top fill. I think it'd be great if it was top fill. I think everything nowadays should be top fill, which I think they could have easily made this top fill just by double threading that top piece. This ring here that comes off should have been straight across and threaded, and then they should have threaded this piece into the top, and they could have made a top fill. Maybe in the next model they will. That's an idea for them. Be very easily done. Actually, I may even do that myself, depending on if I keep this. I'm going to try the Griffin out. Everybody says the Griffin's really nice too, so I get the Griffin. I'll let you know if I like that better than this one. Alright, take it easy guys.